just getting ready, and then we'll go lastly into the air signs. All right. So the thing is, I wasn't planning to do the water and air signs today. I was going to do them tomorrow, but some stuff came up. I had some last minute personal readings booked, and some consultations I need to do tomorrow. So yeah, I decided that it'd be better to do them right now, actually. So that's why they're going up today rather than tomorrow. So hopefully you guys don't mind. In fact, you get them earlier, so I think that's better for you anyway. Okay, so let's get a sip of water and then we can begin. Okay. So just want to say hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Demari, and today I'm doing the new moon in Leo tarot readings. And this particular live stream is for the air signs, okay? So we'll start with Gemini's reading. We'll then move on to Libra. Name just slipped my mind then. We'll move on to Libra, and then finally on to Aquarius. Now, in regards to the spread, I'll be using these 3 decks. We'll start with 1 card from the Moonology deck. We'll get 1 from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and then 3 cards from the Waite deck. As always, it is a general reading, so please don't force it to your situation if you don't feel like the messages resonate for you. You can take a look at this in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So do take a look at your natal charts, and feel free to look at multiple placements if you would like to get more messages. Now, with regards to personal readings, you can find all the information in the description box below. I also now do have a Patreon page, as you may have seen. So if you would like to get extended readings, if you would like to get access to the bonus readings, to the spiritual guidance video series that I'm now bringing out, as well as all sorts of other bonuses and perks, do become a member. I'd love to see you as part of the Inner Sanctum. There's just all sorts of information and support that you will not find anywhere else, so do check it out. Now, let's get into your readings. So let's start with the sign of Gemini. So just to let you all know before I begin, now with the new moon in Leo, that transit actually occurs on the 18th of the month, okay? So next week, you will have to check that in regards to your local time, right? Depending on what zone you're living in, because, it may be earlier in the day, it may be later, right? But from my awareness, from at least where I am, it's on the 18th. So with that, they'll come through some very significant energies that are really good for just supercharging your creativity, whatever it is that you've been working on, the inner work you've been doing, and just shining brightly, just getting yourself out there, expressing yourself, expressing, this newness, this rejuvenated energy, right? Whatever you've been doing creatively as well, that's a great time for putting your work out there, whatever projects you've been working on, whatever you feel like it's time to prepare for release, now's the time to really focus on getting it out there, right? It's time to shine, people. Time to shine. Okay. So let's have a look then. What messages could be coming up for you at this time, particularly over the next couple of weeks for the sign of Gemini? Okay. So Gemini, you got conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Right, interesting. So I feel like particularly with the residual energy of the full moon in Aquarius, a lot of stuff from the shadow came up to be released and purged and healed and transformed. So I feel like whatever it is that you feel like you're finally getting to the point of being able to close the door on for good and embrace this new chapter, you are reaching that point very soon, right? I reckon over the next couple of weeks, you'll be ready to close the door for good. I even just got a little confirmation there from the divine, like, yes, you are ready. Now's the time. So even if you felt like this was a long time coming, and maybe you felt like, oh, I've had this experience before where I thought it was time to release something and step into the new, it didn't quite happen. This is the confirmation that this is the real deal. This is happening this time. So amazing. So there's a lot of newness coming in for you very soon as well, Gemini. Okay, so I love that. Okay, so let's go over to the Work Your Light deck and see what else we can reveal about this energy. What else is going to help you to release the past and look forward to a bright and beautiful future? Ooh. So, Gemini, you got dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So, yeah, this is that playful, happy, blissful, joyful energy. It's like, to help get you out of this rut or get out of this residual energy from what you're leaving behind. The best thing you can do is just throw yourself into something that you really enjoy, whether it's, dancing, singing, playing games, drawing. Just express yourself. Just have a moment of fun, right? And it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to help change up your energy field, right? Because you have this newness coming in. It's literally on your doorstep. So the best thing you can do to shake off the funk is to dance, or sing, or, like I said, do something that just puts you in a completely different state of being in a very positive way, right? Awesome. Okay, so let's see what tarot messages we can get for you with relation to these energies. But it's like, after a long night, the dawn is finally coming for you, Gemini. Because I know you've been going through it for some time now, but, the end is in sight, fortunately. And there is light at the end of the tunnel, a beautiful, bright, shining, glorious light for you. So I'm very happy about that. Okay. So let us see. Ooh, okay. All right. So the first card you have is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit standoffish. You're feeling a little bit guarded, right? You're a bit tender in the center, which is why you're, kind of guarding yourself a little bit, guarding your heart space, which is understandable because you've been through a lot, You've had a lot of healing to do. You've had a lot of releasing to do. And it's been a significant transformation for you. But this cycle that's been a long time coming in terms of its end, you are almost there. You're going to see that door close for good in the next couple of weeks or so, right? So while, there is hesitancy, like, is this really it? Is this actually happening this time? I do totally understand that energy, especially when you've had a couple of, false alarms in the past. You are going to be a little bit unsure, but this time around, things are going to be very different. Okay. The next card you have is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So air energy, your energy, as well as Aquarius and Libra. So what is it that you're finding it difficult to, release when it comes to the past? There's something that obviously caused you a great deal of pain that you're still kind of keeping an attachment to in your present circumstance. If it's, say, a relationship that ended very painfully, right? I feel like you're still, in contact with this person, and perhaps there's certain things they say that triggers the memory of this pain, right? Or it could be simply that, if you are in a relationship and you're taking things completely differently, like taking a whole new approach to this relationship and you're trying to start afresh, there may be certain wounds that keep being revisited, right? And that's preventing this new beginning, right? So that's something that needs to be looked at, right? Because if you keep picking at the same wounds, then it never fully heals. So there's something that needs to change there within the dynamic is what I'm feeling. Okay. And then finally, the last card is the World in reverse. So as I said, that new chapter, that new cycle is on the horizon. But, these wounds are being picked at. And there is still hesitancy because you feel like, okay, I've had, signs of this in the past, but it never quite happened. it didn't quite happen because of this energy here, because there's something you're still attached to. There's still some aspect of this pain that you're not fully releasing. And as I was saying, I felt like if you're still connected with this person that, you had this painful ending, or, you've been delaying a painful ending with, or some kind of karmic situation that's been playing out, or a difficult cycle that's been playing out, the wounds keep being picked at or being deepened, right? Because something has not changed in the dynamic that needs to change. And then once that does actually happen, which I feel like is coming up very soon, that's when you'll see the world in the upright. That's when you'll see a new cycle begin for you. But that does need to be addressed before that can take place. But I feel like that is what's coming to the surface for you at this time. So yeah, Gemini, I hope that helps you anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Do hit the like button if you found it useful. And yeah, we'll do another reading for you guys very soon. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the sign of Libra. So Libra, let's see what's coming up with you over this new moon period. See what changes you can expect. Okay, so Libra, you got a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Awesome. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancerian, or you could have Cancer strongly in your chart somewhere. But regardless of that, I feel like, you've had some bumps in the road, okay, especially when it comes to, romantic connections, I feel like. But I feel like whatever this is, it doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel like for a lot of you it is. But regardless of that, whatever difficulty you've experienced in your personal life, that is coming to an end. You're not going to face the same pitfalls anymore. You're not going to come into contact with the same types of people anymore. You're not going to face the same kinds of situations anymore. That is coming to an end, right? So you may even find, to help seal the deal and cement that further, that someone who was very much that you are very much entangled with when it comes to a personal situation, when it comes to a specific type of cycle that kept playing out, will reach out to you to try and, patch things up or try and create some kind of resolution, right? Because they're not happy with how things were left, or they're not happy with the distance there is between you two. So they want things to be amicable, or find some kind of, create some kind of closure, right, in the situation, which I feel like you're looking for also in one shape or form. So that's very good. Very, very good. Okay. So let's now go over to the Work Your Light deck and see what else we can reveal about this for you, Libra. So let's see. Okay. So don't get this card very often. So you have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you, right? Leap of faith. So it's like sometimes you have to be the one that says, you know what? Okay, right? Even though you might think, okay, what is this person's intentions? Or are they really serious about trying to resolve this? And, can I really trust this? Or are things actually changing for the better? Sometimes you just have to take that risk. You just have to go with your best intentions, right? And, do the best you can to create closure for yourself so you can move forward, right? So if this person reaches out to you, hear what they have to say, right? And then from there, you can make an informed decision as to whether or not they're being genuine and how you want to proceed from here, right? But I feel like you are being supported. As it says, the universe will catch you, right? Regardless, either way, you're good. The universe has your back, right? So there's nothing to fear in this situation. So it's like, what do you got to lose, Libra? Hear them out, see what they have to say your bit. If you then manage to wrap things up amicably and move forward, then awesome, right? You can then part ways and you can keep moving on with your life. If you're able to reconcile in some shape or form, and you feel like that's what's your path forward, and that's what you feel intuitively is the right path for you, then do it. Regardless, you are going to be fine, okay? That's what you need to be aware of. Hi, Jocelyn. Nice to see you. Yeah, the universe will hit that message home. Seriously. It's like, listen, I have your back. What are you worrying about? Or keep giving you that message until you hear it. So I'm not surprised. Okay. So let's see what Tara has to say about this. But it's looking good, honestly, Libra. It's looking good. It's feeling good. There's nothing for you to worry about here, right? Like I said, whatever you decide to do, you'll be good. You'll be all good in this situation. And you will use your discernment to make the right decision. Whatever your decision you make from this situation will be the right one. So you have to trust yourself also. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So the first card you have is the Seven of Swords. So this is air energy, okay? Your energy as well as Aquarius and Gemini. So often Seven of Swords can represent deceit, lies, betrayal, trickery, things of that nature. But I feel like in this situation, it's not even about that, because you already suspected that this person wasn't being authentic anyway, which may have led to the breakdown of the connection, right? Which is why this person is trying to, come back to you and say, listen, you don't have all the information. Allow me to explain. So you're basically giving them a day in court, right? And whether or not you feel like they're being truthful, that will resonate as they speak to you, right? You will feel it intuitively, whether or not they are being honest or dishonest. And from there, you'll be able to make an informed decision, right? But I feel like you already felt that they were being dishonest in some shape or form. So you're basically giving them, this is like a trial, okay? Libra, you are just like so you right now. You are so you right now, just in your zone of being like, okay, I am judge, jury, and executioner. So you will have your day in court, bring forth the evidence. That's pretty much the mode you're in. And you're going to use your higher wisdom to see whether or not this person is being truthful. And from there, you'll make an informed decision. But yeah, this is you basically trusting in your intuition again, trusting that you are able to, assess this from a place of inner knowing. So that's actually a very powerful thing for you, being able to trust that you'll be able to assess this yourself. So the next card you have is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Cancer, strong Cancer energy here. But I feel like it's a case of, normally you would go away and think about this and mull this over, and you'd be very emotional about it. And you'd be like, oh, but I don't know if I should stay. I don't know if I should go. I'm so confused. This is a lot for me. I need time to process my emotions. It's not like that this time around. It's like, give me the facts. Let me hear it direct from your mouth, and I will assess what I need to do from there, So even though you're going with your intuition, you're using your inner knowing, your higher wisdom, you are tapping into those water energies, right? You're not allowing your emotions to get the better of you, though. You're not allowing your emotional state or whatever lingering feelings that you have for this person to dictate the answer, though. It's pure intuition of what you feel is trustworthy and what isn't. So that's powerful. To be able to differentiate between the two and go from that angle, that's awesome. Okay, and the next card you have is the Sun. Yes, the Sun, okay? So Leo energy, right on cue. We're in Leo season still. So this is it. Whatever happens, you are going to be just fine. You're going to be more than fine. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling very confident, feeling like, you are basically the shit, because you're on your game. You can see things clearly. You're able to filter out what's truthful and what isn't. You're only going after what is truly aligned for you and what you feel is part of your happiness. And that's what you're going to manifest as a result. It's like, okay, because of all the work I've been putting on myself, because I'm able to see things clearly, because I am trusting my intuition and my higher knowing, boom, it serves me well. And the universe is like, of course it is. I tried to tell you this all along, that I'm not going to let you fall. I've got you, okay? And that you've got you, but you didn't realize that until now. Now you're finally seeing that. Welcome to the party, you know? It's like that kind of energy. But yeah, like I said, regardless of what decision you make, it will be the right one. So you have to trust in yourself and the universe. So yeah, Libra, that's an awesome reading for you. I really like this. This is perfect for you. So I'm glad I got this. I just saw a couple of comments. So I'm just going to quickly have a look. I'm seeing 12, 12, 12, 10, 10, 22. I'm in Aquarius and I miss my ex who's in Aries. Yeah, pay attention to those signs and synchronicities, especially when it involves numerology. There's usually a message there. I highly recommend checking out the angel numbers if you are seeing reoccurrent themes and associated with specific number patterns, okay? Because there's usually a message in it that's being communicated by the universe, by the source, and divine beings, okay? So let's go over to Aquarius now. So you timed that very well, I have to say, Leon, okay? We're doing Aquarius just now, so maybe we can help you with that. We'll see what comes up. So yeah, Libra, I hope that helped. Like I said, you've got nothing to fear. Believe in your intuition, believe in yourself, trust in yourself and the universe, and you will be just fine. Well, you'll be more than fine. You'll be awesome, okay? So good stuff. Okay, so let's go into our final reading for these new moon readings, and that will be for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what's happening for you guys. What energies may present themselves over the new moon period for you. Ooh, oh my God, Leon, I hope you're still here because this is, wow, this is relevant. Okay, so you have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart, right? But yeah, regardless, I feel like, yeah, if you are unsure about a situation, particularly one that's involving a passionate connection, right? Possibly with a fire sign. Yeah, you're about to see shit go down, okay? So just be aware of that because it's sparking a new beginning in the connection or a new connection entirely. So I'm just putting that there, okay? So we will see. Okay, so let's go over to the Work Your Light deck. But yeah, something's going, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on with you, Aquarius, but I feel like this passion, you know, you're just like, I want what I want, and that's it. Like, oh, oh my gosh. It's not really like, I mean, I know you guys can be like that. Of course, everyone can be like that, but it's not really an energy I really associate with you guys. That's really like Leo energy, but you know, you're getting into that mode. You're like, I want what I want. That's what I'm feeling from you guys. It's so funny. Okay, so let's see what else we can reveal about this energy, this fiery climax. I'm trying to keep it PG-13 in here, okay? Oh gosh. All right, so let's see. So you got in a temple, right? Professional, Demari, professional. So you have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So this is you tapping into your heart space. Your heart chakra is being activated at this time. So no wonder you're feeling so impassioned, so passionate. you know, because it's not just about, you know, the sensual and sexual aspect of it. It's also the heart space is being activated. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of love that's being brought out of you. And either, like I said, this is within a connection that's being, you know, that's being transformed, or a new connection that's coming in, right? But either way, it's something that is very passionate, very deep, very loving. It's everything you could possibly want, you know, from a relationship. You know, it's got the whole spectrum. So I love that. Okay, and this is because this is the energy you're tapping into. This is the energy you're entering. You're like, you know, you are embodying this at this time. You know, in mind, body, and spirit. When all three temples come into union, that's when this energy can really filter into your reality, and you start to attract that on a whole new level. So I feel like that's what's happening for you at this time over the next couple of weeks, Aquarius. So yeah, interesting. Okay, let's see what Tara has to say about that. But yeah, it's not quite a reading I was expecting, but I like it. I really like it. So yeah, I did just see the Sun card as well. So, you know, positivity, bliss, happiness, joy, you know, emotional abundance, you know, union, coming into union, possibly with a divine counterpart, some type of soul level connection. Okay, so let's see. I'm not surprised I got this card. I saw it in reverse. First I saw it in the upright, and then first I saw it in reverse and then in the upright, and now I've got it in reverse. So, okay, something is being released and something is being gained, I feel like. So let's see. So as I was saying, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So something isn't, all the hope is not lost, right? Especially say if you're navigating a connection at the moment that isn't resonating at the frequency that you wish it to be upon. That's now changing, right? But there was something that had to be, there was some dynamic that needed shaking up, right? Because it was getting to the point where if something didn't solidify, if something didn't come together, like truly come into union within the connection, and the connection will dissipate. You know, it's just what happens. But I feel like that is changing, right? And it's possible that, you know, there were other factors that were coming into play that was causing a rift in the connection, such as, you know, if you took a financial hit, then maybe that was the reason that, you know, your attention was on other things, or there, you know, both your attention were elsewhere rather than on, you know, healing or growing the connection, things like that, right? Things of the material could have been getting in the way, but I feel like that is now changing. Okay. So the next card you have is Judgment, right? So this is talking about getting to a place where all of the effort that you put in, all of the work that you put in, all of the good intentions coming into the reality as a beautiful outcome, right? So whatever energy you've been putting out, whatever work you've been doing, whatever frequency you've been resonating at, that's what you can see start to play out in your reality. So the divine is essentially like, look, I see what you've been wanting. I see the work you've been putting in. I see how difficult and confined it's been because of these other, you know, outside circumstances, some of which have been outside of your control, right? Particularly if you've been affected by everything that's taking place in the world right now. It's like, I see it's been difficult and it's been affecting your relationships, but that's now changing, okay? There is light at the end of the tunnel, things are shifting, and now you're going to start being rewarded. Those blessings are now being filtered into your reality. So that's very beautiful. And then the last card you have is the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? Air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your energy, okay? So I feel like at this point, you don't need to, I feel like you've already been putting in work. You've already been expressing what it is that you've won. You're already resonating at the frequency that you wish to attract into your life. You're already stepping into that space. So you just need to stay in that energy. There's nothing specific that you need to do, right? There's nothing you need to cut out. There's no drastic measures you need to take. There's no ultimatums you need to make, because I feel like whatever needs to come to some kind of end will come to an end one way or another. If something needs to transform, it's going to transform. You know, a fiery climax approaches, that's already coming, right? And I feel like if a relationship or some kind of dynamic in a connection is coming to an end, a new one is being birthed immediately. And you don't have to force it. It's just happening. It's just happening anyway, because you've manifested it, because you put in the work into yourself, getting yourself, mind, body, and spirit into the right frequency. So that's where you're drawing into your reality anyway. And I'm telling you, like, you know, whether it's a rekindling of this connection or a new connection coming in, oh my gosh, it's going to be intense. Okay, like, I'm just saying, it is going to be very intense and very passion filled, but also with a lot of love. So amazing. So I hope that helps you anyway, Aquarius. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, so no need to fear. You know, even if it, you know, a situation does end in a very fiery, in a very you know, dramatic fashion, just know that something better is coming in. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about there. Okay, so that is it for the new moon readings. I can't believe we got through all 4 elements in one day. I was planning to split them up over 2 days, but some work came up and some personal readings need to be done tomorrow, so I don't have time to you know, do the live streams tomorrow. So that's why I decided to do all 4 today, but I'm glad I did. I thought they were awesome messages, and I'm really glad that I was able to get them out to you, you know, as soon as possible, really, so you can work with that. And it gives you plenty of time to prepare for this amazing new moon energy that's coming in on the 18th. Do check it out in relation to your local time, right? Because it will be different depending on your zone. And yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next reading goes up and when another live takes place. I will try and make sure some notice goes out here on YouTube as well before future lives, right? Just so everyone's aware, because I know sometimes this can come up kind of last minute, you know, so I will try and make sure there's plenty of notice given where possible. But yeah, awesome reading, guys. I hope you have an amazing day or amazing evening. And yeah, use these energies to your benefit. It's going to be significant and a wonderful change if you use it in the right way. So sending you lots of love, lots of encouragement. Thanks again for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.